Phosphor Dot fans, Earl at thelogbook.com, back on the Apple II, playing a little game called Space Navigator. Now, I am kind of guessing as to the year that this game came out, because there's no credits, there's no copyright notice on it. However, looking at how the program draws the on-screen text and the scores, I'm kind of assuming that they used some, fairly common tools that were available from, like Penguin or Beagle Brothers, and I'm kind of eyeballing it as 1982-ish, which I normally try to be a bit more precise than that, and I did try. I tried really hard to look this up, and the only other reference I could find on the entire internet to this game's existence was also year indeterminate. So I seem to have killed everything in the game, and I have now been rewarded with peace. That's how most Space Wars should end. Ah! A bunch of grapes. Level 2, okay. So, where I normally like to be able to tell you whatever I know about the author, the publisher of the game, the history of it, I have no idea. I mean, this may not even... I'm assuming it's a commercial product and not someone's home programming project. It's kind of interesting in that you have quite a bit of control over where you are on the screen vertically, and you can fire both fore and aft of your spaceship. That's interesting. I knew there was someone still lurking out there. And there's still someone lurking out there. Is it another bunch of grapes? Yeah, it is. It is another bunch of grapes. I'm sure it's not supposed to be a bunch of grapes in the game, but they sure look like bunches of grapes to me. I think it's interesting, as objects leave the screen and there are fewer things for the game to track, things speed up significantly. The stars speed up, the enemies speed up, everything speeds up. Okay, now I just saw you guys peek out. Where are you? Where are you? I'm going to bring myself up to about mid-screen because they might try to sneak up from below. I'm not doing too bad, especially considering that there have been times during this game where I have been concentrating more on talking than playing. But it unfolds at kind of a leisurely pace, too. So that helps. This game is tolerant of distracted driving. Distracted driving of your spaceship, I wouldn't recommend trying to play this on anything while driving. Alright. Come out wherever you are. Level 5. This is not the first time I've been on level 5, so I think I really am starting to doubt that this was a commercially released product. Or if it was very much a budget title. Because I seem to have peaked at level 5. Alright. Well, they're going to show up over here again. Probably in another group of 3. One of each kind of Space Invader. They're hiding from me. Ah, yep, there's my group of 3. Level 5 again. And I seem to be accumulating so many extra lives that I could probably sit in the middle of the screen and just talk for the rest of this time. Anyway, it's just kind of interesting to run across something that is so poorly documented. No idea who did this, no idea where it came from. I'm assuming, perhaps foolishly, that it's a game from then. Someone could have made it recently. It is a, the file on the disk image is a binary. It's not in BASIC, so I can't, I can't hit Control-C and break the program. It's about time I blew up. At least once. Come out of the upper right-hand side of the screen in a group of 3. Because that's what you've been doing this whole time. I really am starting to think this may have been someone's home project. So, I don't want to completely trash the game. This may have been someone's hobby project. It may have been someone's homework assignment. It may be that a grouping of 3 enemies will pop out of the upper right-hand side of the screen, where I can pick them off easily and advance once again to level 5. And here we are. Oh, I had already taken out the other 2. Anyone else? Who else wants some? Okay, I saw at least one remaining enemy who undoubtedly wants some. So, thrilling game, this Space Navigator. Feels like I'm doing Groundhog Day at this point. The Apple II edition of Groundhog Day. Grapes. So, just kind of an interesting example of, if, you know, thinking back to what it was like buying software for the Apple II around this time, this feels like something that would have been one of those games where you got a floppy disk in a Ziploc bag with a label that probably was made by a dot matrix printer. And, you know, maybe somebody charged $10 for it.